Welcome again. So today we are going to touch upon the test of divisibility of the numbers of chapter 3 class 6 math of the NCERT book, and the chapter's name is playing with numbers and topic name is test of the divisibility of numbers. Okay, so in this chapter we will try to find out how the numbers that are being divided behave. Okay, so that in future if you are want to divide some number and want to find the factors, so that you can find it quickly. Okay, so let's take any number like 26 is there. So what do you see about this number, whether it is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, so can it be divided fully by these numbers? So if we see, it can be divided by 2 fully and the result will come as 13. Okay, so 2 is means 13 times is 26, but it cannot be divided by 3, cannot be divided by 4, and cannot be divided by 5. Okay, so since 26 is a small number, so we can clearly see by just observing that it is divided by 2, and rest it is not divided by. Okay, so next number will be 13, by which this 26 will be divided. But for other numbers, what is the common rule, or what is the observation that we need to have, so that we can get other numbers also just by observing how the divisibility works. Okay, so similarly, we will test the divisibility by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11. For these numbers, we will find out certain rules and the way by which we can find out how to see those numbers, whether those numbers are divisible by these numbers or not. Okay, so we'll start with divisibility by 2. Okay, so we start with divisibility by 2. Okay, so let's start divisibility by 2. Okay, so what we can see that if any number is divisible by 2, this has to be multiple. Okay, multiple of 2. Okay, for example 2, 4, 6, these are the multiples of 2, and then 8, then 10, then 12, 14, then 16, then 18, and then 20. Okay, so we need to find out what is the pattern in these numbers. Okay, that can tell us that this number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay, so what we see that the unit digit means this unit digit. Okay, at all the places, okay, all the places have something unique. Okay, so what is unique, that we find if unit digit is having 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. If unit digit is having these numbers, then that is divisible, can be divisible by 2. Okay, so you take any numbers, if any numbers to, sorry, take any numbers. For example, it is 248. Okay, so this unit digit, since it is 8, is, that's what it is divisible by 2. Okay, divisible by 2. Any number you take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6, 7, 0. Okay, so this is even number and unit digit is 0. Okay, since unit digit is 0, and we have already told that these are the 5 digits, if any of the 5 digits are there at the unit place, then that number will be divisible by 2. Okay, so this is the means definition of number that is divisible by 2. Okay, so we can say that a number, sorry, a number uh, that is divisible by 2 if if it has unit digit, if it has means not unit, means ones place. Okay, so this is the ones place. Okay, so once at ones place, it has 0, it has digits, okay, digits 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, at one's place, at one's place. If one's place these digits are there, then that number will be divisible by 2, okay. So this is the case, okay. Now we'll take the second one, and that is the easiest one, that is divisibility by 10, okay, divisibility by 10. So how we'll see divisibility by 10? Let's take the factors of 10. Oh, sorry, multiples of 10. So multiples of 10 is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. You can go to 100 also, 120, okay, so on. So what we see, that at one's place, that is always 0, okay, that is always 0. This is the common thing, means pattern. We need to observe the pattern, okay. So at one's place, if it is 0, then it is means divided by divisible by 10. Okay. So we can conclude. So we can conclude that if a number has 0 0 at one's place, okay, then it is divisible by 10, okay. So this is our conclusion, okay. So if you find any numbers having a 0 at the ones place, then that is divisible by 10, okay. The third is divisibility by 5, okay. This is the easiest one, divisibility by 5, okay. So for finding out the divisibility by 5, we write the factors of 5, multiples of 5, multiples of 5, multiples of 5. So what will be the multiples of 5? You multiply 5, means you can write the table of 5, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, okay. Keep writing 30 and so on. You can write to 50, then 55, and so sorry 55. So do you see any pattern in this? So yes, we see the pattern, okay. If at one's place there is a 0 or 5, 0 or 5, 0 or 5, okay, then this number is divisible by 5, okay. So we can conclude that if a number is having either 0 or 5 at one's place, then that is divisible by 5, okay. So this is the rule of divisibility of 5. If any number is having either 0 or 5 at one's place, okay, one's place, we are talking always of one place, okay. So we need to keep in mind one's place, then that number is divisible by 5, okay. So this is our conclusion, fine. So we have done the easiest one, easiest three. Now we'll go for the divisibility by 3, okay. So the fourth one, we'll talk about the divisibility by 3. Divisibility, we are trying to find out the pattern, okay. I am always continuously repeating this point, that we will try to find out the pattern, so that we can conclude something, that how to find the divisibility of any number. So we are talking about here divisibility by 3, okay. So we will write some numbers that can be divided by 3, then we will find out the pattern, okay. So for example, 3 is there, 3 itself is there, we'll not write 3. So we can write 9, we'll take 12, 21, we'll take 27, okay, and we can take 42, okay, 42, and let's take another one, 51, okay, 51, okay. So we have taken these numbers. Take another one big number also you can take, like you take 2, okay, 215, okay, 215, fine. So what we see, that apparently there is no no pattern that is visible here, okay. So since there is no pattern visible here, so we need to find some way so that we can make some patterns, okay. So we can see that if you add these numbers, you add these digits, sorry, not numbers but digits, okay. So something will come out, okay. So if you add these two, just 1 2, then you'll get 1 plus 2, then you'll get 3. Similarly this one also, for 27 will add 2 plus 7, or 7 plus 2, whatever, so get 9. Take this one, 42, 42, and we can have this side 6. Take 51, so 5 plus 1, this is 6, and 215, 2 plus 1 plus 5, and no, 215 is, so sorry, extremely sorry. This 215 itself is not divided by 3, not divisible by 3. 216 should be there, okay, 216. So extremely sorry for this. So let's do some modification. This is 216, okay. I have mistakenly written a 215. So it will be 2 plus 1 plus 6, okay. So this will be 9. So what pattern, some pattern we can see here, that if sum of the digits, okay, is divisible by 3, okay. Every number is divisible by 3 here, okay. If sum of the digits of any number, if it is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3, okay. So this is the conclusion. So what is our conclusion? Our conclusion, if sum of the digits, if sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, okay, multiple of 3, then that number is divisible by 3, okay. That number is divisible by 3, okay. So this is the conclusion, okay. Now you take any number, okay. Let's take some number, we are taking any number. Let's take 4 5 6 3. We have taken random numbers, okay. So we'll add up these digits, 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, okay. So what will be, this sum, this will be 9 and 9, 18, okay. So 18 is divisible by 9, so this number will be also divisible by 3, okay. Since 18 is divisible by 3, okay, so therefore the complete number will be divisible by 3. Let's take any other number, 462, okay. So sum of the digits will be 4 plus 6 plus 2, okay. Okay, every time we are getting the divisible numbers only, okay. So this is 12. So since 12 is divisible by 3, so this number will also be divisible by 3. Take any other random numbers, 2 1 217, let's say. This is sum of the digits will be 2 plus 1 plus 7, okay. So this will be equal to 7 3 10, okay. since 10 is not means not divisible by 3, okay, so this number will also not be divisible by 3, okay. So this is the conclusion over here, okay. Let's go further, and this is the fifth. So we'll talk about the divisibility of 6, divisibility by 6, divisibility divisibility by 6, okay. So when we talk about the 6, we'll talk about the factors of 6, okay. So 6 is a factor of 2 multiplied by 3, okay. 2 multiplied by 3. So if any number is divisible by 6, then it must also be divisible by 2 and 3, okay. And 3, we are talking about the and, okay. So there is nothing to explain much, but if any number is divisible by 3, we'll test it, although we'll test it, okay. So let's take few numbers that are divisible by uh, 6, okay. So we take the multipliers of 6. So let's take 24, and let's take 48, okay. So we'll test these two numbers, okay. So what we have talked about divisibility by 2. First of all, we will test for the divisibility by 2, okay. So since unit sorry at one's place the number is 4, okay, so it is divisible by 2, okay. We have already talked about this, divisible by 2. And here also, since 8 is at one's place, so this is also divisible by 2, okay. Now we'll talk about the 3. So how now how the it is any number is divisible by 2 or by 3, if the sum of the numbers, if sum of the digits of a number is a factor of 3 are divisible by 3, okay, then that will be divisible by, that number itself will be divisible by 3. So we'll add up two numbers, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 here, we'll get 6. Since 6 is a factor of 3, means divisible by 3, so the whole number 24 will also be divisible by 3. Similarly, 4 plus 8, it is 12. So 12 is a multiple of 3, okay. Multiple of 3 are it is a divisible by 3. Therefore 48 is also divisible by 3, okay. So finally we can conclude that 48 is divisible by 6 and 24 is also divisible by 6, okay. So we can write as a conclusion, if if a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, okay, divisible by 2 sorry 2 and 3 both, 2 and 3 both, okay, then that number will be divisible by 6 also, okay. So this is our conclusion, okay. Now we'll talk about the divisibility of 4, divisibility by 4, divisibility by 4, okay. So for taking the divisibility by 4, will means have some examples we'll show, and then we'll talk about how it is divisible by 4. We'll first of all we'll write the factors of 4, okay. For first we'll have smaller factors, okay, like 16, 24, 24, okay. Take 104, okay. Take 2 224, okay. Okay, let's take some means higher digit numbers like 1 0 2 4. Okay, so we have taken few numbers over here. So what we can see, is there any similarity over this? Okay, so we'll talk about this. So what we can see that we will take another other numbers also. Let's take some other numbers also. Let's take 312. Let's take 4 436. Okay, so we have taken this. So what we can see, that if any number that is having more than means more than two digits means three digits or more. Okay, so then there can be a similarity. Okay, for the two digits number we can directly see and find out whether it is divisible by 4 or not. But for higher digit numbers we can make some rules. Okay, we can make some rules. So what rules we can find out, that if any number having the ones and tens place means this and this ones and tens place means we start from the means rightmost and the first two digits from the right, that is 24. Here is 24, here it is 36, here it is 12. Okay, if these two numbers are divisible by 4, then the complete number is divisible by 4. Okay, fine. If you take any number, for example, if you take 6, okay, 6, 6 3 1 6308, you could take 08. So here 08, we'll take the 08 here. So if 08 is divisible by 4, then this complete number is divisible by 4. Okay, so let's divide also this one. So 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, and we have 2 over here, and 4 5s are 20, and we have 3. Then 4 7s are 28. Okay, 4 7 are 28, and then we got 2, and then 4 7 are 28. So this is divisible by 4. Okay, I hope I have done right. So this is divisible by 4. So what we are seeing here, we are observing here, if last two digits means ones and tens place, if they are divisible by 4, then the complete number is divisible by 4. Okay, when that is means number of digits of that number is uh, three digits or more, then this rule is applicable. If that is less means two digit number, then you need to find out directly that that number is divisible by 4 or not. Okay, so we are talking about here of the number that is three digits or more. Okay, so we can conclude here that if a three digit number are more more digits. Okay, okay, then if last two digits, okay, two digits, okay, are divisible, sorry, are divisible by 4, then then the then the then the number is also divisible by 4. Okay, I hope sentence is okay. If not okay, you can correct it. Okay, so this is the divisibility of 4. Okay, So what we have talked about here in this, that if the last two digits of any number, last two digits means ones and tens place. Okay, you need to remember, make it clear. Now we'll talk about divisibility by I think it's sixth number, divisibility by 8. Divisibility by 8. It is similar to 4. So for 4 we have talked about the last two digits. Last two digits means ones and tens place. Okay, but for 8 we cannot make any pattern if that is of three digit number. We can make certain pattern if a number is of four digits. Okay, four digits number. Four digits number is required for making some pattern for divisibility by 8. If that is less than four digits, then we cannot make any pattern over here. Okay, so so we need to explain here that if a number is more means with having four or more digits, okay, then if it is divisible by 8 only if last three digits are divisible by 8. Okay, in 4 we were talking about the last two digits, but here with 8 we are talking about the divisibility of 8 only for four digits or more numbers, that can only be there if its last three digits means, for example, we are taking any number you take, for example we are taking 1000. Okay, so if last three digits are divisible by 8, then the complete number will be divisible by 8. Okay, and this rule is not applicable to, sorry, applicable to less than four digits, less than four digits. Okay, this we need to keep in mind. Suppose 216 is written, we cannot ascertain it is divisible by 8 or not by this method. Okay, so let's test something, and we can find out some of the numbers like that. And let's take few numbers like this that are means divisible by 8, and we can find out that these numbers can be, how these numbers can be written in divisibility by 8. Okay, so let's write some numbers and see what is that. Okay, so let's take any random numbers, those are divisible by 8. Okay, this is divisible by 8. Okay, let's take other numbers also, like let's take other numbers like 7152. I have already taken these numbers, that's what I'm writing so fast, but it is not that easy to find out those numbers that are divisible by 8 so easily. So let's take another number also that is more than this one, four digits, that is 4377776. Okay, so I have already calculated these numbers, these are divisible by 8. Okay, so these are the four digits and more. Okay, so what we have talked about, that if these last three digits means ones, tens and hundreds place, these digits if they are divisible by 8, then the complete number will be divisible by 8. So we'll test these three. Okay, first of all we will test this one. Okay, so we'll test this one, whether 544 is divisible by 8 or not. Okay, so let's take this one. So it is 8 6 are 48, and then we'll get 64, and 8 8 is 64. Okay, so we are getting here 68. So it is completely divisible by 8. That's what it is divisible by. Okay, Now we'll take this one. This is last three digits are 152. If we divide by 8, okay. So what we'll get here? Okay, it will be how much this will be. Let's take some numbers over here, and how to find out this one. It will be 8 ones are 8, and what will get 8 ones are 8, and then get 7, okay, and then 2 and 8 9, okay, 19, okay. So this is the 19. So this is also completely divisible by 8, okay. Now we'll take a 76, okay. Oh, sorry, 76 I'm talking about this one, 776. So 776, if we divide by 8, so what we'll get here, it is we'll take this together, and it will be 8 nines are, okay, 8 nines are 72, and then will remainder will be 5, and 8 7 are 56, okay. So this is 97. This is divisible by 8 completely, okay. So this number will also be divisible by 8. So what we have found in this pattern, that if last three digits, okay, if last three digits are divisible by 8, okay, first of all the condition is that number of digits will be 4 or more, okay. if number so if a number is of 4 digits or more, and its okay, its last three digits list and its last three digits are divisible by 8, then the number will also be divisible by 8, okay. This is the conclusion. Fine. Okay, so now this was, I think, sixth or seventh, I'm not don't remember, but let's take as it was sixth, and then we'll talk about the seventh. So seventh, divisibility by 9 we'll talk about. Divisibility by 9. Divisibility by 9, okay. So divisibility by 9, if you want to talk about, so we'll take consider few numbers that are divided by 9. We'll then try to find out the pattern, okay. So let's take some multiples of 9. So like 18, okay, 18, then 27, then 36, okay, then take 90 also, then 99 you take, okay, then you can take 54 also, and you want to take 108 also, okay. So similarly, and so on you can take. So if you see these numbers, that if there is any kind of pattern is visible or not, okay. So if you can see, if you add the digits of the number, okay, both the digits or all the digits, okay, then something is coming out, because if you add these digits you will get 9, here also 9, here also 9, here also 9, here is 18, here is 9, and here is 18, okay. So what we see, that in all these numbers, the sum of digit is a multiple of 9, okay. What we are getting? Multiple of 9. So if we are getting the multiple of 9, if we can have some conclusion, and we can take also some higher digit number also, let's take, I have already taken one number that is divisible by 9. Let's take 6201. This is also divisible by 9. If we add all the digits of these numbers, so 6 plus, okay, 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1, so we get here 9. Okay, this is also a multiple of 9. So we can conclude here that if sum of the digits of a number is a multiple of 9, then that number itself is means divisible by 9. Okay, so we can conclude, so we can conclude we can conclude that if sum of the digits of sum of the digits of any number is multiple of 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Okay, so this is our final conclusion. Okay, let's take another number, that is divisibility by 11. So this is the last one. Okay, divisibility by 11. Okay, so for finding out the divisibility by 11, we'll take few numbers. Okay, so and after taking few numbers, we'll try to find out how to means get into this. Okay, so let's take few numbers like let's take 352. 352. Okay, actually I have already taken this number, so you need to find out. Okay, one other number I have taken as 7194. 7194. Let's take another number also, one more number. Let's take one known number, that is 957. Okay, let's take one more number as a means bigger number you can take, and 9372. Okay, so these are the numbers that are divisible by 11. So we need to ascertain there is some pattern in this. Okay, so there is already means you need not means cannot observe just by observing, you cannot find it, but you need to remember that there is a method, there is a procedure to find out. Okay, so what is the procedure? That first, sum of the digits, okay, at odd places. Okay, odd places, and sum of the places of the digits at even places. I will explain this. Then the difference of these odd and even sums, okay, if that is multiple of 11, then that number is divisible by 11. I'll explain. Okay, so whenever you are counting the odd and even, you will count from right side. Okay, from right. So this means one's place is an odd. So okay, one's place is an odd, then tenth place is an odd. Okay, because this is 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3 means one place, two place, three place. We are talking about the place number. So this is at one place, this is two place, at three place. So this is odd place, this is odd place, this is even, and this is even. Okay, so we'll talk like this. Okay, so so we'll add up those numbers, and the difference, if difference will be multiple of 11, then that number will be divisible by 11. Okay, so we'll take each numbers. So here we have taken 352. 352. So what is at even place, odd place? So first of all we'll take odd place, and then we'll take odd place. Odd place. this is even place, and here we'll get the difference. So at odd places, what is this? This odd place, at one place this is 2, and at third place it is 3. So 3 plus 2. Okay. So 3 plus 2. What we are getting here? We are getting here 5. Okay. And at okay, something is wrong. What is this? Let's take whether it is divisible by 11 or not. Let's find out, because something is wrong in this. Something is wrong, because if you talk about the even place, so we have only 5 here. Okay. Okay. No, okay, fine. It's fine. It is also okay. No issue. Okay. I was thinking something else. Anyway, so we'll take now like second number, and its difference. You take the difference of this. This is 0. Okay. 5 minus 5. This is equal to 0. Now we'll take second number, that is 7194. So here at odd places, what is that? First is 4 and second is 1. So its sum will be 5. And at even places, we have 9 plus 7. Okay. So 9 plus 7, this will be 16. Okay. So difference of these numbers will be 16 minus 5 will be 11. Take the third number, 957. So for 957 at odd place, this is 7 plus 9. Okay, this is 16. And at even place, this is only 5. And the difference will be 16 minus 5 will be 11. Fourth number, this is 9372. Okay. So at odd place, it is 2 plus 3. This is 5. At even place, that is 9 plus 7. Okay. This is 16. And 16 minus 5 is equal to 11. Let's take another number also, because it is always 11, 11, 11. So let's take another number as is. The one big number is there in the book, that same example we are taking, that is 61809. 61809. Okay. So at odd place, it is 9 plus 8 plus 6. Okay. And the sum is 23. And at even place, what is there? 0 plus 1. Okay. This is 1. 23 minus 1 is equal to 22. Okay. So what we see that if the difference is divisible by 11, then those numbers will be divisible by 11. Okay. So this is the divisibility rule. Okay. So this is divisibility of 11. Okay. Fine. So 0 is also there. So 0 you can consider as same, or you can say that the difference is 0 or 11. Okay. If the difference is 0 or 11, then that number will be divisible by 11. Okay. So this is the complete rule or pattern of looking at the divisibility of the numbers by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and 11. So these numbers we have talked about. And now in the next session, we will do the exercise 3.3, and we'll apply these rules that we have understood now, and then we'll solve all the questions and explain you how we have done this. Okay. So wait for the next session, and try to understand the complete concept. Okay. So this is all. Thank you very much. We'll meet again.